Hey everybody, Mark Agnesi here with Gibson TV, and today we're in the desert oasis of Palm Springs, California, outside the house of my friend, guitarist Brian Ray. Now Brian's had a long and successful career, including hits with Smokey Robinson, a 14-year stint as the guitarist and musical director for the great Etta James, and the last 17 years splitting both guitar and bass duty for the one and only Sir Paul McCartney. I mean, Brian's played in a band with Paul longer than Paul played in a band with those other guys, and you better bet that with success like that comes a rather enviable collection of guitars of all sizes. What you're about to see may shock you. This is a collection with Brian Ray. Right. Mark, dude, look at this place, man.
Made it.
Thanks for having us, man.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure.
This is quite the spot, man.
The desert getaway.
The desert getaway, man. Well, I'm stoked to see some guitars. Can I see the house though, really quick, dude? Let's check it out.
Yeah, you gotta check it out.
Oh, you're kidding me.
It's pretty sick.
You have a Les Paul swimming pool.
Yes, or otherwise known as a Les Pool.
It says Les Pool, and the headstock is a hot tub.
Exactly.
Dude. So what, like the real estate agent's like, I found you a house in Palm Springs and it's got a Les Paul shaped pool, and you're like, I'll take it.
Close.
Or this is your doing, I take
Yeah,
it.
a bit of a custom thing because we saw how big of a yard there was here and decided to do something new.
Did you clear the IP with our legal department? I'm kidding.
I better go do.
I think we just found the Airbnb for the Gibson Coachella house, dude. We're gonna rip it up here that week.
That's right.
This is sick.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
I see the gold top out.
Yeah, that's my baby.
Maybe we should start with that.
All right.
What do we got here? I know I've seen this guitar a lot.
You have? So this is a 57 gold top that I've owned since I was 18 years old.
That's got all of the green, grimy gold top grunge you could possibly want on a gold top. Look at all that checking.
It looks like it's been dragged behind a motorcycle or something like that. But yeah.
When did you get it?
1973 for $850. Yeah.
Was that all the money in the world to you?
That was all the money in the world right then. That was like 3 months of rent. But I was still living at home then. I was like, 18 years old. And then as we all did in the 70s, I let go of parts of it, bits got replaced. And so in the 80s, I went about restoring it. Got all the original wiring, all great set of great PAFs back in it, the plastic and all that stuff. It was rode hard and put away wet for 15 years with Etta James. So yeah.
This was basically the Etta.
This is the guitar, that I used. And quite a bit with Paul as well.
Yeah, this was the guitar.
This was the one, yeah.
Wow.
And it's just fucking great. And it's one of those things where it just feels like home. You put it in your hands and it's just like, you know where everything is on every bend, How
are the frets holding out on this? I assume this has been.
They've been redone. Paul Flynn redid them some years ago.
Dude, I'm seeing brown case back here
too.
Oh, wow. It's got all the color, dude.
Yeah, all the color.
Wow.
And a lot of action on the top.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful looking top.
That's a 9 or
this is a 59, yeah.
59.
Sure is.
That's a lot of red still,
Near
man.
mint, all the color, great action on the top. In crazy condition. Headstock's great. No problems, hardly any. A couple of little worms on the back there with the strap stuff, but
so how did this one? Were you like, it's time, I got to buy a burst, or did this just kind of come up and it got offered to you? Or
I'd been wanting one for a long time, but they were just a little out of reach. They've gone bananas as far as their value.
Has it been out? Has it seen any action with Paul, or this one stays
studio action?
This is studio. This is studio action only.
Sorry, this is just
too much to bring out.
Too nice to bring out. I don't even want to put strap locks on it.
killer. It's killer. 5-latch case.
Yeah, but it's got all the candy as well.
It's got candy too?
Oh yeah, it's got the keys to the case.
Cable strap.
It's got the screwdriver.
The orange strings.
Yeah. Picture of the old owner from a long time
dude,
ago.
with pictures of the original owner?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the kind of stuff you get excited. Receipts and pictures you get excited
Yeah.
about. Well, man, we might jump the shark on guitar too here. What else? We see what's in here.
Yeah, so that's just a really great 58 TV Junior used on Happy Days by Richie Cunningham.
Used on Happy Days.
Yeah.
And a single cut 58.
Yeah.
It's the transition year to the double cuts. Oh, yeah.
Oh, 57, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
it's-
Yeah, 57. I get confused with my other one.
57.
Yeah.
TV Junior.
Very, very clean, very nice. Sounds like a killer.
How's the neck on that? These are
It's pretty nice.
among my favorites. Les Paul TV model.
Yeah.
Man,
That's a cool one, huh?
remember where this came from?
This came out of a prop department at, what was it, NBC or wherever they were doing Happy Days.
So Richie
Got it out of-
Cunningham played it on
Happy Days.
Happy Days.
In the band. Yeah.
Wow.
Celebrity owned.
Celebrity owned.
Come on.
Oh, dude. Very
Richie.
cool. Another 58 Junior. This is double cut.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah. So this,
Dude.
as you can see, is a 58 because it's got a giant neck and
Tortoise
it's got the hard
guard.
bevel. So it's
Yeah.
just for this 1 year, the bodies were actually they had more mass to them because of the harder bevel. And I think it's the best one they made for me, the
they
58.
sound incredible. Were you always into juniors and stuff? Or
I
is it
always
the
loved
TV
juniors.
thing in particular? Or?
I saw Mountain play at the Santa Monica Civic when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And Leslie West
with
playing
the-
one of
that,
these.
Yeah.
In fact, he was playing two of them. Had one here and one on his back, and this tone was so insane, and it looked so cool that it just kind of lit my imagination. I just always wanted one.
Oh.
But check out that neck.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
that's what you want. Oh, not too light, but just right.
yeah,
It's got
it's
some.
fine.
Oh, dude,
This I've
Wow.
had out with Paul quite a lot. Yeah.
this stuff is fair game for
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah.
How does the road work with guitars?
Well,
Do you insure everything? Are you guys? do they
well,
have
it's insured, but we have good techs, and I figure if Paul's going to bring out the Hofner bass,
yeah.
and if he's going to bring out, the Casino,
He brings out his burst too, right?
Yeah.
The
His
lefty,
burst,
the lefty
yeah.
burst. So,
Yeah,
there's some real guitars on that.
his Texan and stuff like that. If he can do it, and those are safe, then the same
Trust.
sort of security guys
Yeah.
are watching out for my stuff. So I bring out some of the coolest stuff.
the good stuff.
Yeah, it's a good one. I use this on high on slide.
Slide attaches. That's the
That's the Brian Ray method.
The Brian Ray method, right there.
Patented. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, Velcro.
Yeah.
Shh, don't tell.
Where are we at here? Are we acoustic or are we? Oh boy, Scotty Moore, anyone?
Oh yeah. So
Dude,
1954.
295.
295.
That's cool.
These are intriguing guitars, famous, made famous by Scotty Moore from Elvis Presley, who played them on all the early Sun Records sessions from 1954 to 56.
basically a custom appointed ES-175, for lack of
Exactly.
a better term. But with the gold bumper,
Oh yeah,
painted
is that
gold
rare?
bumper.
What is it usually?
I've
a
seen
cream?
some with cream,
Oh,
but
yeah?
I have seen others with gold. That's right. But yeah, the painted gold bumper under the P90.
Yeah, so this is a 54 and it's in great shape. Some greening, but
Well, you got a gold neck, all the sweat.
it's radical.
Oh, you don't see a lot of these in this condition because they're all gold paint.
Yeah.
They just deteriorate over time. This thing's
Yeah.
clean, man. Binding's
Yeah.
clean. Cool. Oh,
Yeah.
Love me a floral pickguard.
Yeah, that floral pickguard is really a great thing. And I
No-
love that they
no
didn't
ring,
put a
yeah.
ring on these things. I mean, it's obviously a decision. They thought this looks cleaner without it,
And you have the Les Paul model tailpiece that would have been on a 52. That's the same trap that would have been on a 52 Gold Top they used.
I never
the
even noticed
leftover
that.
ones of these that still say Les. This is what, 54, right?
Yeah, there's a
So yeah, this
54.
is right when they started. So by the end, they won't have that on there, but that's really cool. It's got the Les Paul logo. Man, it's so cool. I love it. Brown case in this shape usually means there's something PAF equipped inside.
Could be. Could be.
Oh, flamey too.
A Flamey 335.
Long guard. So what, 59?
This
60?
is a transitional. Yeah, this is it's serialed as a 60, but it's all 59 appointments.
Yeah, still single ring cloisons.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so it's serialed as a 60, but it's a late
so
59.
factory order number R, basically. Or it's, no, these are A numbers still on these, yeah. How good are these guitars? The Burst Killer, we call them.
We call them the Burst Killer. Yeah, they're absolutely amazing.
For as good as the Sunburst Les Pauls are, at volume,
Yeah.
when you plug one of these things in, and the whole thing just starts to shake.
Yeah, they're less muddy than a
Yeah.
Les Paul, really. They've got just a little bit more sort of open, high-end, top end to them, just because of the nature of the body. It's the exact same pickups and wiring as a Les Paul, same everything.
Bonamos is telling me, like, the plastic parts on a Sunburst Les Paul cost more than this guitar. And it's just ridiculous because this guitar, especially when it's turned up loud, is just a killer. But you can see a little bumblebee down in there.
Yeah, the Latchet. I see you got a bumblebee on your necklace here. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a man who's committed to the bumblebee love.
Nerd jewelry fashion, guitar nerd fashion jewelry there.
How rare is it to see with a flamey top?
At this era, I've seen a few early 60s, like 61 kind of things, but with a long guard and a flame top, and that neck, that's the neck, dude.
Beautiful.
How often do you look for stuff when you're on the road? Do you go out and on days off, go do the guitar safari thing in different cities?
It's cyclical, you know. It's like sometimes, like for a whole bit, you know, a whole bit of time for a whole tour, you get kind of obsessed. But I mean, I'm a collector like you are at heart. I just love older things like the furniture, the house.
Yeah.
Love all that stuff.
Soft case usually don't stay that clean.
That's right.
There's a soft case that clean. There's usually something clean inside of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Meteor? Is that a Harmony Meteor?
Yeah, a Harmony Meteor. Made famous by Keith Richards in the earliest days of the Rolling Stones, you know?
I just want to make love to you on whatever show that was. Yeah.
Exactly.
Harmony Meteor.
With the foils, pickups.
Killer.
It sounds killer. This guitar is so great.
Floating bridge. On paper, it might not be what you wouldn't read the specs and go, it's a floating bridge,
out a little bit
guitar.
Like,
but
it's better now.
They sound killer.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, and the knobs are just all Art Deco and just bitching.
This is a fun little guitar, kind of a weirdo guitar that I.
Do you gravitate just to the big stuff, or do you like to have some oddball things around?
I love
too?
oddball stuff because
do they come in handy?
They record really well for certain things. They're sort of role playing, you know, like harmonies and supros and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, they just sound so killer.
I think I know what's in this case, and I've been very, very excited to see it. I've read about it, and I've had some friends tell me about this. I'm pretty sure I know what's in here. But
is that right?
I can't wait to see it because this is rare.
This is really rare.
This is like, I didn't know that this existed.
I didn't either until I saw it.
I still haven't seen it.
For real?
Like, oh my God, that's a Silver Fox Epiphone Casino.
Yeah, and this is very rare. There might be 3 or 4 of these, but
we made a batch of like 4 Silver Fox Casinos, and what makes it so rare is a Casino is a poplar maple laminated guitar, but to do the Silver Fox, this is more than just custom color.
Yeah.
Silver Fox is done on mahogany.
That's right.
So this is a mahogany laminated ES guitar, which apparently we made like 4 of them.
And as he's saying, so rare to find a Silver Fox in a Casino, and you can see that the greening has happened with the finish.
What is Silver Fox?
Okay, so, Epiphone was shooting this crazy color. It's basically a TV black.
TV black.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then there's this element that everyone knows that we approximated with the SG of getting the sort of the grain-looking green.
Yeah, it's like silvery black when it chips, and then as things yellow out, just like on like a silver burst or something, that silver turns green, and it almost looks like a black-green translucent thing. But
yeah, so I guess I hear that that's a function of the clear coat that they would put on, and back in those days, the clear coat would yellow.
Now, is this where your love of Silver Fox came, or did you already love Silver Fox stuff, and you're like, oh, I gotta have it? Or
yeah, this is it. There was just something about this look that I thought was so striking with the very white pickguard and the black Silver Fox.
Crazy. So this guitar inspired the first Brian Ray signature.
So Philip Wharton and everyone at the custom shop worked their tails off to figure out exactly how to do this finish again.
That's
and then
awesome.
we were away at the races.
I mean, how cool are old Epiphone? I mean, your boss is technically one of the coolest Epiphone ever, between the Texans and the casinos and all the Epiphone guitars. How cool are these old Epiphone guitars?
Paul is the reason why they're very expensive now.
Yeah.
Because they use them. I mean, this is the guitar that was used on like the Taxman solo and so many great
and
Beatle
early
records.
Stones and all that whole British invasion. Like somebody either played a casino or an ES330, it seemed like, in every band, like the rhythm guitar
That's
player.
true.
I think I've seen you play this with Paul.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
This is what, 6118?
6118
double
from
in.
1959.
Smoke green.
When I first got the call to play with Paul for the one song, it was basically my audition, which was a pregame song for the Super Bowl 2002.
Yeah.
So at the end of the Super Bowl, Paul came up to me and said, "Okay, Brian, we'll stick with Abe and Rusty. They'll show you the ropes. See you in 5 weeks for rehearsals." And I went like, "What?" And I ran home and got very excited, bought one of these.
Bought one of these immediately.
Bought a cool bass that was a Guild M85 and just kind of got my thing together and got a mic stand and a stack of CDs because that's all we had then. An acoustic, a 12-string, an electric, a bass, a mic stand. Fucking beard grew out and I just
learned song
for 5 weeks until I felt like I could go in there and this was a part of my rig the whole
59,
time.
we got PAF Filtertrons in there.
We did something for Music Cares, and Dwayne Eddy appeared with Paul's band to do a Paul song, and I asked him to sign this, so that's signed by the great Dwayne Eddy. Here, check it out. I first saw these with Brian Jones playing them in the Stones in the early days.
Yeah.
I like the way the finishes sunk into the grain. You look here, it's just like that.
Yeah.
Classic.
Perfect.
Yeah. So you're gonna.
I have a feeling there's something good inside of here.
Something quite rare.
Oh, another rare one.
Maybe the only one.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's for real.
It's a Sunburst.
Sunburst, SG
Les Paul,
Jr.
SG Jr.
SG Jr. in Sunburst.
With the little,
factory.
I love old decals on stuff.
Yeah. Sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, good P90, strong.
Really strong P90. Lovely guitar, big frets.
Also very cool.
Yeah.
By this era. Oh man.
So this is quite the stunner. You know, the back of it looks like any sort of the ES guitars of the time in the back, and sort of that walnut look, mahogany.
At the point now in your career, what is it? Just stuff like this that really gets you? I mean, like you got SG Juniors and you've had, but it's like you see something and it's a color. Is that the stuff that you're on? Like the Silver Fox Casino.
Yeah.
Go find another one.
The weirder, the better.
Yeah.
You know, the rarer, the better. And this was just something you just don't see in captivity. And so once again, I called on your Matt Cutler to look through the logbook, and sure enough, there was the serial number in the logbook, and the designation is left blank. So it may have been made by employees. It may have, who knows? But it is a Gibson Sunburst Les Paul SG Jr.
It's great to be American.
It's great to be an American.
Oh, dude.
I know, that's right.
Killer. Oh, I gotta check it out. What could be inside of here?
Well, it could be inspiration for something you've seen recently.
Oh. 62 ebony block.
62 ebony block.
Les Paul SG Standard.
Yeah, I know, right?
Nice, dude.
It's got all the color.
Oh, it's cherry. Oh, so this was kind of maybe a little inspiration for the new Brian Ray Jr. model?
You know, we all know and love these SGs and some ES guitars that were made with this cool feature called the ebony block. And but it was only in 1962, as far as I know, just 1 year. And this is another thing that Gibson had made so well, but hadn't found use for in the years since. So when I started coming up with the BRSG Junior
Such a cool feature. Yeah.
I thought, what if an SG Junior had an ebony block on it? And they said, well, we have to figure out how to do it. So
because the Maestro, whether it's short or long, it's the same system. It's all right here. It's the plate is really, so it's really to have it the same trem as any other SG from this era. It's just that is so.
I guess it was just an aesthetics thing because
Cover up the screw holes or
there's
whatever,
two or three screw holes here.
But man, it's got all the color. It
But
does.
what about that neck?
Yeah, killer.
Serious neck. In fact, it's very similar to the junior neck, same year.
Yeah. How do the SGs differ for you? And do you use? Is there a different application when you reach for an SG over a Les Paul?
They're about 5 pounds lighter.
That's one.
That's one thing.
One of the obvious things.
You know, it's like you can't argue with Angus and Iommi. You know, you just can't argue with that sound that those guys got out of these guitars. Mick Taylor, with his
he had the short horseshoe Bigsby on it.
Yeah, the little
same year
B5,
though, right in this era. Yeah.
And it's a Les Paul.
Les Paul SG till '63.
You want to check it out?
Yeah, that's
the neck.
That's the neck, man.
It's bar works great on that guitar. Yeah.
When it's dialed in right.
PAFs.
Is that a double neck?
Yeah, let's check that one out.
Oh,
That's rad. You guys are just doing a new one at Gibson.
we just did the Slash one, which was pretty cool.
It's a black one, right?
Black, yeah, based on like a '67, I think, of his. But this is, oh, that's the color.
Yeah, this is a one-off. And if I remember right, it has some designation on the...
Oh, it's sick.
Yeah, the
What is
serial
this,
numbers
early
are giant.
70s?
So somebody said that this was a go back or something.
Factory second, yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
why it's a custom color. But
So somebody
dude.
ordered it, and then when they got it, they said, no, not that color, more like this.
The hanger burn
And-
on both necks. Oh, rad.
I know.
It's
This
right.
came-
That just means it's right. This is like 73, 74.
Actually, 75, I think.
75?
Yeah, and these rip. It hasn't received any stage time yet, but it's received some rehearsal time with Paul. So, you know, it all depends
one
on
thing. Does it have-
his choice to use a certain song in the set, which we haven't used yet.
The one serial number on this headstock and the Made in USA stamp
Yeah.
on that headstock.
And it only weighs about 27 pounds.
Yeah,
it's great.
You
It's
would
no
barely,
problem.
barely notice it.
Barely feel it. Have you seen this before? This color?
Maybe I've seen it on something, but maybe on just a single neck standard. But man, it's crack this thing. Oh yikes! 64 Cardinal Red.
Exactly.
Firebird
you nailed
5.
it. Dude,
That is the reddest fucking guitar I've ever seen.
It
That
is
fucking red,
it's
dude.
bonkers.
Whoa. The red over the binding.
Yeah,
It's just
I mean,
the
but-
dots.
But look how perfect it is.
yeah.
I mean, it comes
Right up to the nibs.
exact
Yeah.
edge all the way down.
Oh,
And it's
dude.
I would say that's kind of like unsold condition, right? I mean, it's like an unused guitar.
I mean, look how clean the Maestro cover
Yeah.
is. Just like a little bit of oxidation on it, but it's like, that is killer. How
crazy,
often do you go
right?
to the Firebird? Have you had others before and you just like,
You know, I used it. I have a Sunburst 63 that I use with Paul for a couple of tours. It's great. A 5, another 5.
Another 5?
It's a beautiful one. There's just sort of nothing like these mini humbuckers.
So red.
Stinging, you know,
Yeah,
that
they
Johnny
cut,
Winter
yeah.
cut right through. And again, the workmanship, you know, how they got the red finish to go right to the very edge of the binding. So you barely see a little hint of binding, but
cream. Yeah.
it's perfect. It's a perfect guitar. I have the real one put away, but you don't want to travel with the real case. Yeah.
Dove.
Yes.
Wide nut. Another 63, 64-ish.
63, wide nut, beautiful Dove that's seen an awful lot of airtime with the Paul McCartney combo.
Oh, man.
But this is an incredible sounding guitar. Plays great.
Wide Dove. Is there something about the maple? Over Hummingbird or J45
You know what?
or whatever?
I bought this at Guitar Center again. I was looking for an older Dove, and I came around the corner once again at Guitar Center. I come around a corner, and it's up against this big post on the back side of it, And Jack, who used to work at Ace Music years ago, for the short time was at Guitar Center.
It was just like the light shining down.
I know,
just
man,
on
it's
it
like-
when you turn the corner. Very cool.
I think Gibson in '63 there was just some mojo going on at the shop where they were making these. There was just '63, '64 they had a vibe going.
Oh, this is like the Tom Petty guitar. This is the Dove was from this era. That's a lot of my favorite songs on one of these.
So like I was saying, right? This is going to be an odd one. This is sometimes called a humming dove.
Dude, you got a humming dove too. This is
Yeah.
what, 63?
Yeah, it's a '63 as well. Same year as the dove. But it's a hummingbird, but with dove sides and back.
And Dove cherry too. Oh, there you go. It's Mapleback Hummingbird.
And this was owned by a woman named Lynn, who's a mail carrier in Pennsylvania. And she bought this thing in 1967, second owner of it. And there it's got her initials on it. And she loved it and played it and stayed in her room. And she saw me playing a '63 Dove and said, I have a '63 Hummingbird. I said, I kind of doubted it. And then she sent me pictures. I was like, wait a second.
But yeah, these exist, man. I guess we made a huge run of Doves because they were a new model and
Yeah.
overshot the demand. And the Hummingbirds were like, put the Hummingbird pick guard on there, and it's the Hummingbird. But yeah, it's
Yeah, right. Is that
it's
all
a
that
maple.
they did, right?
Yeah, it's and the
Ceramic.
different ceramic bridge instead
Right.
adjustable bridge instead of a tune-o-matic.
But I like the way that sounds in this one. That
Yeah,
ceramic.
it just kinda-
sounds good.
no strap button.
And a lot of flame going on the
Yeah.
sides there.
Back too, man. Lots of curl. Buttons aren't shrunk. Man,
Another
that's-
rarity. And a good amount of flame on this
Yeah.
maple sides.
Is this the household strummer or is
This is because the Dove, my other Dove, will usually stay with the gear
Out
with
with the
Paul or in storage. So this is
the home
strummer,
home model? Yeah.
And it's so clean that you don't want to take it out.
So the Fenders get relegated to the guest bedroom.
It's the
As a
Fender
good-
room,
the
yeah.
Fender room here. Well, I know what's in there.
You can guess what's in there.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
one of two things.
Yeah, I need to start here. Oh boy.
Yeah, you'll get a kick out of this one.
That's the sound you want to hear on a center latch of a case. Did you get
That's right.
you get one more just Oh yeah. Blackguard City.
Woo! Yeah,
Baby.
right here, 53 Blackguard, the year that I know, Keith's Macabre is 53 and Springsteen's 53 as well, I believe. Yeah. But anyway, it's my favorite year for the Blackguard series, and it's just a really killer clean one that came out of the UK, a collection in the UK.
Flat. I'm assuming there's a beautiful flat pole piece. Yeah.
Look at that, and the
Pick up
bridge
under the-
pieces are like
last
still look
year
new
for the-
because it's been wearing that its whole life. Tellies, they're great when they're beat up,
Yeah.
and then they're also great.
Pretty great when they're really clean too. Yeah.
It's just harder to find one that's clean like this. Great
just
weight too. It's
Killer.
pretty lightweight.
Oh yeah. They're not all. I played some boat anchor ones too.
Right.
The ash varies greatly, but
Yeah. This came out of the UK, out of the collection there. Been under lock and key for 30 years or something like that. Yeah.
killer. Well, yeah, a case that clean with that kind of snap is gonna have
Yeah,
it's
right.
gonna have something
Snap.
clean inside of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Oh man, that's killer. There's usually something slab board or slab board adjacent in these brown cases. Mm-hmm. But oh, dude,
Yeah, this
there's
is
a factory black
Telecaster.
custom Telecaster or custom Telecaster. Good lord.
This could be one of one. We're not really sure, but nonetheless, it's just a killer guitar as well as being unusual and rare and beautiful. With a greened out guard,
guard.
and the nice,
bound.
double bound and nice color on the binding there.
Clay dots, green guard, clay dots. Spaghetti
Yeah.
logo, the whole trifecta. Custom color.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. When I got it, the frets were down to nothing, so I put some frets on it just so I could use the guitar because
Worst things that
that's
you
what
can
we
do.
want to do.
Man, how long have you had this?
That's been
The weight, it's like just nothing.
I know. Like I think 4 years for this one. This came out of New Zealand.
Really.
Yeah.
A lot of custom colors went international, it seems like.
It's strange, yeah.
They pop up in South Africa and New Zealand, and it's crazy. 64, 65-ish,
Yeah.
black case. Yo, dude,
Yeah.
is that Shoreline?
Yeah, this is Shoreline.
Shoreline gold?
That's a thing of unusual beauty. So that's one of my favorite colors in custom colors for a Strat. I like this more than, say, the flat colors.
But
like
that green, the green just pops. That green guard just pops on the metallics.
Yeah.
Oh, where did this come out of?
This came out of Rumble Seat, Elliott Michaels.
Elliott, yeah.
These are the law. The Fender Precision Bass.
Freaking Burgundy Mist. Another Burgundy Mist.
1965 Burgundy Mist.
Yeah, white guard.
Something you don't see a lot.
Pearl dots. Oh, that's one of my favorite colors. Yeah, the Jazzmaster I sold you, I remember being one of the cooler. I'm not a huge offset guitar fan, as most people know, but
great bass.
Dude.
Good weight.
Yeah, amazing.
But the leader of the pack for my basses is the thing we're going to see next. And I've had other basses, other P basses from this year, and there's just something about this one. It's the resonance,
it's the magic.
the depth.
Oh, Fiesta Red.
Beat to shite Fiesta Red, 1963 Fender P bass.
Did this come out of England too?
This came out of England.
Hank Marvin, man.
Hank Marvin, the
Fiesta Reds.
Yeah. This is like owned by some guy in a pub band, playing around all the time, and it's definitely seen some wear. But oh my God, this is a great sounding bass. Yeah. You don't see a lot of these either. Fiesta Red P bass.
Any of the pastel colors are pretty rare on any model, really.
Yeah. I think that wraps up the Fender portion of our show, gentlemen.
Well, I got to get a few in there.
Yeah.
But those are a few good ones. Damn. Well, man, I've been standing here staring out the window at the Les Pool. Maybe we're going to have to go outside here and do it. All right, so we're out here by the old Les Pool, and we got to look at some of the signature models, man. We've got two now. This is number one, the BR1.
Yeah, this is the BRSG 63 SG.
Silver Fox.
The first one that you guys did with me. Super honored, super happy. My God, this thing is a great guitar, great workhorse. We brought back the Silver Fox finish, as you said, with the white guard, but this slightly vintage binding, the white truss cover.
White truss cover.
Giving it sort of a evil tuxedo look.
Yeah.
And
the Vibramate was standard as well, right?
This comes with the guitar. So this is a convertible guitar. You can either run it with a wrap tail affixed to the stud holes.
For the stop tailpiece, yeah.
Yeah, for the stop tailpiece. And it improved the angle coming over the strings as well.
Yeah. Nice.
So it's just a great guitar. It's got a little push angle. Push knobs for series or parallel.
And this thing has seen some road.
Yeah.
Right.
This is the one that I use with Paul. This is my main guitar right now with Paul.
Very cool. And the Casino was the inspiration for the Silver Fox finish.
Exactly.
That's killer.
Yeah, lovely guitar.
Come on.
Yeah. Well, this
was the new Brian Ray SG Junior.
Yeah, the 62 SG Junior. So this was an idea, again, super happy and pleased to be a part of the Gibson family. They approached me to do another guitar on the success of that first one, and decided to do something like a companion piece to the BR SG1. And so we thought a Junior.
But the return of the ebony block.
The return.
Thank God. Thank you for doing it. But tell me about the finish, because it's like a TV finish, but there's like a pearlescence to the finish as well, but you can see the grain still. The finish is wild.
Well, so the idea was that I wanted to do sort of an opposite of the 63 BR SG. And then again, Philip Wharton over at Custom Shop said, I'm messing around with this pearlescent thing, he said in his deep Southern accent. And I said, I'm not really a pearl guy, but go ahead. And he said, no, just give me a minute. Let me just try this. And he sent me a sample, and I was just like, whoa. And it's also got another convertible option.
You can make that a wrap.
You can make this a wrap tail and bypass this completely if you prefer.
But the other thing that's really cool, and you would never know it by looking at it, but you were showing me on that other Junior, that big thing on the back that was the induction thing. That's under the guard, right?
Yeah, so we like the idea of having an induction option here to quiet it down if you're using high gain or on a noisy stage. And it's basically, it's like a pickup, but it's passive and without magnetic quality to it. Oh yeah, and the custom Velcro, okay? Don't tell anybody, it's patented, working on that. Velcro on the slide.
Wow.
Check it out.
This is up like Brian Ray SG prototype #1.
Yeah.
Right there on the back. I want to thank you for having us out here, man. The house is killer, the guitars are killer. It's just an epic day, man.
Thanks so much for coming, man. It was a blast.
Just keep looking for this stuff. Somehow it finds you. It just keeps attracting to you. I got to live vicariously through these guitar purchases. And don't forget that Brian Ray SG Jr. with Ebony Block is out there in stores now. I smell a casino in the future, that's all I'm saying. Hey, thank you guys for watching. I'm Mark Agnesi for Gibson TV. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.